Hi guys. Hi guys, this is Freaking Jeep. My name's John. Welcome. Well, we got done with the party last night. I did a video kind of showing around the front, which if I'm smart enough to remember and know how to put this one before that one, it might make a little more sense. I don't know. So I'm trying to, it's afternoon. I'm waiting for the sun to go down, move some wood around. I showed the wood that we chewed up. Anyway, fire burned up or anything like that. It was a real good time. So now I'm trying to get back here on this Jeep engine a little bit. I'm getting ready to pull that back piece off, and that back piece has been a bear, and I figured if there's going to be a crash, just undoing bolts isn't too exciting. But if I pull that piece off and it crashes, I get a lot of good views. I don't want to crash. But I figured if I'm going to, this will probably be it. And so every time you do a video, you're never there for the crash, which is a good thing, I guess. One of the bolts, these things were so rugged to get off. It's a strong 1/2-inch bolt. It might be 5/8. The heads are 1 inch. So you guys know what size. I wrung that off. I was tugging. Had to bring some heavy-duty snap-on stuff out. Let's see. These should be. I loosened them up. Took the bolts out of there. I got the chain, whatever you want to call it, the man lift. Mr. Lifted on there. I think you got a pretty good shot of just about the whole crash from here. So let me get those 2 bolts out and see what's gonna let loose. So this might be kind of timely, might not. Later on, I hope to split a little wood. They're still a little snug. Yeah, later on, I hope to split a little more wood. I still got that hickory up in the back up by the sawmill that I had to go retrieve. I'll split that. I'm gonna try to leave the bins out until it rains, and then I'll put them under cover. I don't feel like getting a bunch of plastic out. There's one out. This thing might let loose when this comes out. I kind of think it's rusted together, but I don't know. So I think I got a little tension on that. The bolt that broke off was right here, but it broke off at this last joint, so that should come apart. Pump is not actually supposed to have anything on it from here out. I just put that on there for accoutrements. In other words, it worked better for me. I don't know why. Alright, it should be loose. Ain't real loose, is it? Let me jack this up and see what happens. I think all the bolts are out of it. The whole thing's coming up. I still got the 9/16 bolt in it on that side over there. I don't think there's anything left holding it. I got a fancy tool that I guess just the gaskets. I don't know if I put this tool back in there or not. It's a super handy tool, especially if you put it back. Yeah, I got it. Except I need a hammer. Oh Lordy! If you're ever getting things, this one here is broke. Well, I didn't break it, somebody else broke it. But it's some kind of like a butter knife, and the handle, it's very thin and it goes all the way up to the top. So when you're banging on this, and it's very like super thin. And I used to use it for pulling pumps apart all the time. This doesn't have any pusher bolts. I'm gonna try to break it here. Something moved. Like I said, that's a very handy tool. We got some weight on it now. That bolt down there is still in there. I think it's just about ready to let loose. It's good. Are you ready for the crash, guys? No, that's against there, so I've probably got to let it down or get that bolt out. That's not a very good spot. I don't really want to put my... Nah, that's loose. Let's see. We'll give it some more up. Man, that went too... Oh my goodness. Maybe we found that the pump is locked up. That we'll let it down so it doesn't have weight on the. That thing. Oh no, that's a valve. I thought it was a nest. We'll take you around the corner here. That's a valve, so when you're oh, you know, there is a lot of crap in there. Maybe it is the pump that's locked up. That would be nice. That is full. No, that's a nah. That's a can't think of the name of it. Stream straightener. That thing looks like got a little rustication on it. Ants everywhere. I think I'll just drop that on the ground. Well, it wasn't so exciting. If I hadn't had the camera on, it would have been real exciting. So now I'm going to yank the head off. So I got to get a torque wrench out here and find the torque specs and undo it the opposite way the torque is. Nah, probably won't do that. I think I'll just unscrew it and turn them all a little bit at a time to see if they're loose. Got to take the plugs off. Take the stuff that pulled other things off. Alright, we'll bring you back when we take the head off. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, been cleaning up most of the morning. We went through a basket, half a basket. I put some of that into there to just get another basket. I'm going to take that down and split that up a little smaller. That's that white oak. I still got to get the hickory out of the wood, so I'm going to try to fill up this basket here and then put these three away for the thing in a couple of weeks. The fire ring went real good. Just about everything's put away now. Just finished cleaning the cannon. This is still going. Can you tell I just put some new wood in there? Probably keep it going and have another bonfire tonight. So now I'm going to go back and I guess putz around with a little bit of, I got to get the tripod. I'm going to go back and play with that Jeep engine a little bit. So I think I'm going to try to take the head off of it back there, but I probably need to pull the back section off first. The piping, we're walking around there. I'm just I'm in low gear right now. We didn't do a video of the bonfire last night. It was pretty good. People around there that probably didn't really want to be on the video, so that's why we let them to have their privacy. People, I guess, got cleared out about 11:15. What I'm thinking I better do is to try to get this back section off first, because when I pull that motor, even with that pump on there, this thing is going to go come up in the front end, so it's got to be tied down or blocked up back here. I don't think I'm going to try to pull the motor here, but I think it'd be easier trying to pull the motor or pull the head off while it's kind of there. I think it'd be easier to do that. So that's what I'm going to work on until the sun goes, till the clouds get, or the sun doesn't go down, but till I start getting shade in areas where I want to work. So I'm going to work on that a little bit. These bolts here were a real booger to even loosen up. They are just hard to come out. So I think that's what I'm going to work on for a little while. Be back in a bit. Well, this might be the craziest head removal. I'm using wedges. I didn't want to pry on it to get it off, and so I used that real thin little thing and got under there and just keep tapping. There's a couple studs in it. I've run out of my plastic. Might have run out of this. I bet this is the first time plastic wedges have been used to get a head off an engine I'm finding up on the gasket here some of the problem. I'm above the gasket in one spot and below the gasket in another. I done run out. That's why I'm having some difficulty here. Because these gaskets down here are on the wrong side. I don't know whether you can see that in the camera or not. One head off. Set it over here. You know, it don't look too hateful. But, oh, look at this. I was pushing it in between the gasket. Well, we got water in there. I'd say that cylinder might have a tough situation there. Of course, that might have been added after the fact. So we'll get a rag and start cleaning. The rest of the cylinders don't look too bad. There's some. It's got a lot of sitting on it. Yeah, it's. I don't know. The fact that it's brown water and not clear water would worry me. Number one was the cylinder I thought I was going to have the most problem with, to be honest with you. Block doesn't look too bad. That definitely had some issues, but not too late, not too early in life. Nah, that cylinder needs a sleeve. I do believe, yeah, that cylinder's 8 up. And it's already been rebuilt once because I just see a 30 over on that. So, what is that one? That one looks like it says 40. Nah, 30. This engine is locked up. But, if somebody wants to buy it, they can see exactly what they're getting into. Anyhow, I'll give you a shot down in there. You can certainly see the 30, but it's crustified over there and it's crustified back here. Not looking too good. I might wire brush it out a little bit and play with it, but it's time to come off this stand now, so got to take it around front. Anyway, that's the reveal. We'll see you in a bit. Well, here we are, guys. This engine, in my opinion, needs a sleeve in number 4. But you know, I got this little ratchet, and after oiling it down and wiping it out and oiling it down and wiping it out and then wiping it out and oiling it down, this thing turns over pretty easy. All the valves are going up and down, which I don't know whether you can see. You might be able to see these two. There's one up. There's one up. There's one up. There's one up. So, kind of amazes me. I guess I'll bring each piston up and kind of wire them off a little bit. They are definitely 30 over. I don't know whether you can see that or not. I'll wire them off and clean them up a little bit more and call the guy and see if he's still interested. So, if he had bought it and not taken it apart, it'd been a mystery till he got into it. Now he knows exactly what he's got, so maybe it's not worth it, but he didn't have to spend 2 or 3 days pulling it apart. So anyhow, I thought you might find that a little bit interesting. That's where we're at. Now it's almost time to pull this out, but somebody's got other stuff on their mind for me to do, so I have to go do that. So we'll be back a little later when the sun's still not over the hill yet. We'll see you in a bit. Hi guys. Well, I went in and took a little break after, I guess I'm not going to be in here. I went in and took a little break after pulling that motor apart. And I opened up YouTube, and the gentleman that I met his son down at TSC was Dean, R-E-I-S, Ringsinger, I can't read very good, R-E-I-S-I-N-G-E-R. And his YouTube is Frick Circle Saw. So go and check him out. Hi there. Glad that we met up with your son yesterday. I'm just going to be splitting some of this. This is left over from the fireplace up there, and some of those that was the white oak that I got over that way. I still got to go get the hickory. This is some big poplar slabs that, just for ease of bonfire, I'm going to just split them, throw them back in, then take them up there and stack them. So I don't know how much gas is in the old motor. You guys know that I like to run everything out of gas, so it always has the freshest gas, because I just went up last week and got 10 gallons of corn-free gas. So this is white oak, and it was real high on the moisture scale. I think we checked it. I'm going to just put it in there. It burns in the bonfire though, because I'll tell you what, greenwood burns in fire. Greenwood burns. Just about anything burns if you give it enough oxygen. Even steel burns if you give it enough oxygen. So I'm just going to make it smaller because it's easier. Try to top off a couple of them racks, and then I'm going to go up there and get that hickory out of the wood. So let's see if the old beast will start. Pretty good. wasn't too bad. How long did that take? Oh, 8 minutes. I've changed my mind on the order of things I'm going to do. See that mess underneath there? That's been building up since I think February. And we got the fire pit up there going, so I think I'll go stack that, which I'm not going to bring you by that. I'll probably bring you by after I clean this up, or somewhere in there. Maybe I'll bring you by for a couple minutes just shoveling that garbage out of there. And I'll take it up and throw it in the fire and let it burn up and just have another bonfire night. So we'll bring you back in a little bit. We'll see you. Well, I got that wood stacked up there and come down here, and now I'm going to start shoveling that into the bucket. I told you I'd bring you along. We'll do it for a little bit and then call it quits. This can't be very interesting. It's almost all bark. It'd probably be easier for me to just throw it in there. Pick it up by hand and throw it in there. But yeah, that's all that locust bark. It doesn't take too long to get it up. Watch it there, guys. This is about, I think it's somewhere around 5 cords of trash, flash, whatever you guys want to call it. Usually I find a couple snakes in here when I do it. Still might, but I'm kind of messing it up. There goes a big spider. He's taking off, man. He ain't let me out of here. Usually find a couple toads. Haven't seen a snake yet, but we'll put this in the bonfire. It's kind of winding down. So you got 2 minutes of looking, then minute and 41. I'll bring you back and show the done, and then we'll go up and throw it in the fire. So what goes on? Well, this is the after. I told you I'd come down and show you the after. We got a pretty good pile of debris. It's probably about a half a yard. That's a pretty good sized bucket. I think it's 80-inch wide, 90, 80, 90. I don't know what it is. It's big. That's a steel, that's my table, the famous table, the old wood splitter. Anyhow, we're going to take this up and shovel it into the fire ring. I would just dump it, but the fire ring isn't that wide, and half of it go all over and just make a big mess and close up all my air passages. So we'll go up there and I'll shovel it in, and we'll take you up there in a bit, and then I'll go get those hickory logs. But see, I'm wore out now, so I'll probably go eat dinner. It's getting to be about 5:30 anyway, so we'll go put this on the fire and be back in a bit. Well, here we are up here. As you can see, that is wider than that, so if I dump it, it'll go in and knock all my air pockets out, or air tunnels in. So I'll shovel some in and go fix dinner, and probably just pull most of this out by hand, but I'm not that smart. Never accused of being smart. Try not to make this too big of a mess. Anyhow, I don't think you guys really want to sit here and, well, some of you probably want to watch me work. So we will come over there in a minute and shut that down. got a good one here if I don't spill half of it. That was a good one. Don't think I can get that lucky twice, do you? Yeah, that's another pretty good sized one there. Keep it in there. I think I'm getting lucky here. Yeah, that was kind of a little pile. That's all right, I didn't spill too much yet. All right, I think you guys watched me enough work. I'll bring you back when it's done or after dinner. Or you're getting smoked out, aren't you? Anyhow, still got a ways to go. We'll see you in a bit. Are you getting smoked out? Until that ignites off, it gives off a lot of smoke. I had to come get the camera out of here. And I just thought it was kind of interesting. There are no bugs in the neighborhood right now. No bugs in the neighborhood. That's not focusing in. I wonder why. Huh. As soon as that ignites, though, it'd be just like the secondary burn on one of those outdoor wood boilers, because all that's really pretty much gas. Some of it's steam, but the fact that it's not going away, it's mostly wood gases. If it was steam, it would disappear. So anyhow, I just thought that was kind of neat. And as the hotter it gets, the more it goes straight up instead of sideways. So you can tell it's getting hotter in there. It'll ignite in a minute or two. In fact, I guess it might be ignited over that far side. Anyhow, I got my hamburger grilling, so I gotta go. Yeah, it's lit off down there. I gotta move the tool cat back because I don't want it to overheat. See you in a bit. Well, it's the end of the long day. I was gonna bring you by. I split and finished filling that one up. That's some pretty decent wood there. That's some pretty decent wood there. That's some slab wood over there. That's not that much. I took the rest out of that basket there and put it there so I have an empty basket. I didn't take it for the second wood splitting episode. I was just too tired to come back up here and get the camera. It was down there and I was down there. Threw some of the nastier wood that was in there in the fire, and that'll smoke out the neighborhood again. It's pretty smoky out there, but it's just, once it gets a hold of itself, it'll be all right. I guess you guys can't see it. Sit here and watch the jet. There'll be a lot of jets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about a half dozen contrails up there right now. Anyhow, tomorrow, that's too low, isn't it? Old man's wore out. It's about 8 o'clock now. Sun's going down earlier, so you got to finish earlier. Tomorrow I hope to get the Jeep engine out of that pump assembly. I'm going to take it over and snag it with the knuckle boom over there. I think that's about the safest way. I want to set the hydraulic tank on the frame that I got built down there and see how it looks before I drill the holes in it, because it might miss by a mile, and then I drill the holes and I've screwed up, which I do that well. So anyhow, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button, and I'm going to sit here by the fire till the mosquitoes decide they want to chew on me more than I want to sit here. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow. And with that note, we're out of here.